5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sync.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to TTV, the TTV podcast episode.
Do we still do Mardi Gras on this?
Yeah, we do.
Mardi Gras!
This is what it feels like, huh?
Yeah.
This is episode 267. I'm Var.
I'm Phweffie.
Phweffie.
I'm Phweffie.
I'm Prpl.
I'm EXX Trooper.
And once again, this was TTV episode 267. I like that. I like that Phweffie very clearly and audibly said her name, only for Prpl to follow that with silence and then Phweffie.
Oh, I didn't hear her. It was just completely silent for me.
That's the sound she made afterwards.
We're off to a good start here, gents. You know.
Yeah, this is a very unusual cast, actually.
Yeah, I don't think this combination has ever been.
Ever happened.
It's never been done before. It's a special.
We've had I've been trying to get very unique combinations going on. See if we can get.
Oh, really? I thought it was just randomized. Like you had like a dice or something.
I have been intentionally picking and choosing who's going to be on what week, just to try and get some stuff. So that's why it's been like crazy whenever someone doesn't show up, because it's like I have to hurriedly find someone else to replace that person.
Yeah,
and it's
I was surprised when Blade Runner turned out to be 3 hours long and I missed the podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, no, this is hopefully it'll be a combination that does some
we got the
things.
two coolest girls of TTV on today.
The only
girls.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's all about looking at the positives, yo. There's
nothing positive.
The positive is that they're here and they're cool, you know, which is
life is literally a perpetual countdown to death. There's nothing positive.
We
in the
are
world.
all
Oh God, get out of
dying.
here! Stop being so negative. Come on.
X put me in a negative mood. I was perfectly fine until I got to the call, and X started
that was supposed to
the hard
induce
facts.
you with rage and I don't know, power.
You see,
something energy. I don't know.
I don't usually get angry. I just get defeated whenever something happens.
Noticed that
I should be mad about.
I mean,
yeah, that's kind of the same with me. I just get sad. I'm like, okay.
I just get annoyed. It's like, it's such an inconvenience. Why are you doing this to me?
Well, I just kind of assume that anyone else is right all the time. Aww. So if it's like a negative thing, I'm just like, okay, well,
all right.
Yeah, I feel like
unless it's something ridiculous. If it's something like immediately ridiculous, I'm just like, okay, you got to be crazy for even thinking this. Then I'll be like, all right, now I got to say something.
That's my face.
Hey, Var, did you know fish actually breathe air? They just have like
what
little.
breathes air? Fish?
You know
I actually don't know. I don't know if you're lying to me right now.
Fish breathe air. Their gills are actually like mini scuba things that pick up little air bubbles throughout the water.
I want to hear what Phweffie said. No, Var.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. I know what you mean. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, X, maybe if you actually paid attention to the conversation,
I
you'd realize all she was doing is making
man.
I just
try
statement.
to be inclusive.
Did you know if a shark doesn't swim, it will drown?
Yep, I did know that actually.
That is cool.
So he can't.
That also really depressing. If you think,
no, they fall asleep, but they continue moving.
Yeah, they keep moving. If you think your
Do you think
life
sharks
is difficult,
just dive bomb into the water as they sleep, nose first? And then when they wake up, they freak out and swim back upwards.
No, they just kind of float around.
They're on autopilot. I know some birds fall asleep while flying as well.
Autopilot initiated.
It's kind of like sleepwalking, except all the time.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I wish I could sleepwalk.
Yeah, I don't really think I'd want to sleepwalk.
Shark scales are also
I could
really, really
sleepwalk
tough.
while doing other stuff,
So, if you try to grab a shark, just the scales itself would just cut into your skin because they're really, really tough, and
Ouch.
if you try to
if you so happen to be in a shark attack or a shark is trying to get you, punch it in the nose because that's the most sensitive area.
Yeah, dude, that'll.
What, really?
This has been Sharky's Radio with TTV.
In case you get attacked by a shark.
They can smell blood from miles away. Punch it in the nose, it'll completely disorientate, or it'll really anger it and it'll eat you.
And we're entering the bite zone.
Does that work with people as well? Just they're attacking you, just punch
get
them in
really
the eyes?
angry and it'll eat you. Probably.
Surprisingly enough, It does work with people.
It's a multi-combo global thing that works on everything ever. Yeah, get it.
Have you guys ever gotten into a fight before?
Well, hey, it's like
not a physical one.
I wouldn't want to punch it in the gills. That's like punching someone in the throat.
Oh, dude, but that sounds awesome. Throat punch is like the best go-to move.
Punch it in the eye.
Do not promote violence.
Nah, dude, kids, if you got a bully out there, kick that bully's butt.
Okay, yeah.
Like, just
kick that bully's parents.
And if you don't have a bully out there, then what are you doing with your time? I don't know, pick on a kid. Start fighting them.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Do not randomly pick fights with people.
If you're
always
not
randomly pick
being bullied, you are the bully.
You should start now because as you move into adulthood, those random fights will just
Prpl.
Just because you can't get arrested as a child,
you don't know how it's like.
Maybe
it's really fun. Maybe it's very liberating.
It is really fun. Let me tell you.
Those whirlies are just going to turn into
unless you chip your teeth, then it's not fun.
What were you saying, Phweffie?
I was just going to say those whirlies are just going to turn into a form of passive aggression in the workplace.
Exactly. It's better to just be like active aggressive than passive aggressive. No one likes a passive aggressive person.
I mean,
that's just obnoxious.
It is annoying, but
you invented
just don't be aggressive. If you need to vent, just like scream into a pillow.
That is like saying, let's not breathe air. You know, that's just a thing that humans do. We're always aggressive. What? We need to get our anger out by beating on some kids.
How about...
I don't think that's within our culture that we just beat up kids. I will say that.
How about
I'm just gonna put that out there. That I don't necessarily think
TTV does not condone whatever VAR talks about.
VAR is TTV. I condone it all.
How about I don't know? You put the anger into art or sport or something else that requires
which is why,
physical like exercise, but not fighting. Unless
what
it's
would
sport.
make a better painting than a nice
I swear to God, if you say anything about
a big fist through the canvas.
No, a canvas covered in the blood of your enemies. That is.
That would be boring because it'd all just be like the same color.
Yeah, because
it
gets brown. It gets brown.
It browns exactly. It browns up. So what you do is every single day you punch a new kid and get a little bit more blood in your painting, and like it'll actually show like the age, like progression of time.
Crusty.
Yeah, because you'll have some like rustier blood stains, and then like some fresher blood
I feel like you should go like grab an avatar and slit its throat and add a bit of blue to that canvas as well.
What is happening right now?
It'll basically be
listen, kids, if you've got a bully out there, just
let it sprinkle on the canvas. Don't control it. Just let the paint be free. Sorry, not the paint, the blood.
Make it so that it's that time of the month, but every single day. It'll be great. It'll be a lot to clean up. If you get it all on the canvas, though, it'll be all right. But
listen, if you don't get caught, couch, no crime happened.
If it gets on the couch, well, put it in the art museum too.
There's
only so many
horrible.
Exasperated noises I can make in one podcast. You know that, right?
This is what happens when we don't have BIONICLE to talk about. We just talk about murder.
Because at the end of the day,
this went from punching a shark in the nose to just straight up
it's
murder.
It's like
BIONICLE
Skyrim.
was our outlet. It was
it's like Skyrim. You complete every mission in the game, and then you just decide to kill everyone.
Exactly. I mean, once you've beaten the game, there's nothing else to do.
Once you've collected every BIONICLE set, red and blue pin, and whatever the heck you want to create. You just turn around and you kill every single person, then you break apart all your BIONICLE pieces and bury them.
I'd like to clarify that the joke here is that this is so obviously ridiculous that you should never go out and actually do or perform.
Yeah, if you actually did this, you're really stupid.
If you are listening to this podcast right now and you are considering this, and now that we've given you the advice to go forward with it,
go see a therapist.
That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. You may want to get some professional help.
Go see a therapist. Yes. Please do.
Oh man, well that was a fun little tangent. Guys, thanks for joining me on that roller coaster.
That's actually
I thought I had much choice.
That was almost therapeutic, actually. I feel I'm in a better mood now. That's the sheer thought of murdering a bunch of innocent children.
I feel great.
Oh my God, more.
I think my final magnum opus after like killing like vast amounts of children and human beings, I'm just gonna slit my own throat as like a signature.
No! Whoa! Phweffie, don't leave me. I'm the only other girl.
Then my art will be more expensive. Then
that is true. The value of all of your possessions will go way up.
That's the first thing my mum told me when I said I wanted to be an artist when I was younger. I was like, Mum, I want to be an artist. She's like, well, you'll be really expensive when you're dead then. I was like,
dang,
Mum.
I mean, that'd be a nice legacy to leave behind for your family. Like, yeah, we are the kids of... Actually, now I think about it, is there like any like... Are there any Da Vincis that are still alive to this day that are like, oh no. Yeah, dude, we were...
No.
The biggest artist always happens after they die. Because then their work...
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, is there anyone left in the family line who's like...
So an actual...
Like, my great-great-grandfather was Leonardo da Vinci, right?
Was he really?
Was he really?
No. What? It's a hypothetical. I'm asking, is there anyone out there that can say that?
Well, I don't know if it'd be great-great-grandfather, but...
Patreon chat! Assemble stations! Google
like Van Gogh. Could someone be like, yo, my great-great-great-grandpappy was Van Gogh. I still have his ear.
Any children.
I will say his name on the podcast if you find out if that guy has a kid or something. Da Vinci.
I would be surprised if Van Gogh had children because he was a bit of a nutball. But
so a lot of people are saying Da Vinci didn't have any kids, which is unfortunate. But did he have any like siblings or anyone?
What about the ginger guy? Did he have kids?
You mean Van Gogh?
Yeah, the guy with the ear. That's not...
No, like he had like schizophrenia and all sorts of other like issues. So I doubt he ever.
Did he get kids with
did he like cut his ear off and give it to a woman?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. At the very least, he was a romantic.
Yeah.
There's a theory though.
Wait, did that actually work?
I don't know. But if the kid's there, but like there was a theory.
The secret to a woman's heart is cutting off your own ear.
There was a theory that he made a picture of himself, and then the ear was not there, and so to make it accurate, he had to cut off the ear. And that makes a lot more sense to me than just giving it to a girl. There's a lot of things I've given to girls over the years, but never my ear.
It's funny because, yes, that does make more sense to me, too. It's like, oh man, one of my best pieces ever has a picture of me without an ear. Now I have to cut off my ear to make it right. There's got to be like a balance in the force, you know?
Would you ever cut your own ear off just to make it accurate?
I mean, no, but I also wouldn't cut my ear off just to give it to a girl. So yeah, I'm trying to like understand where I would draw the line. And I feel like making it more accurate is more in favor of what I would do if I was that unhinged.
Would you cut off any part of your body and give it to a girl?
That depends on what the girl could offer, to be honest. You know? If the girl could offer a successful YouTube career, would you do it?
Yeah, like, maybe. Like, if I could be guaranteed, like, $1 billion or something, maybe.
I'd cut off a fingernail.
Because then you could, like, get your ear reconstructed and stitched back on.
It's true. We can do that. Did you guys see? Okay, there was this really, really gross like video of this MMA fighter, this woman MMA fighter who had like what is it called? I think cotton ear or something like that. And it's essentially a thing that happens to your ear when you've taken so many blows to the head, where it just fills up with fluid and gets like puffy and gross. And she was this woman had this ear condition, and she went out and started fighting in an MMA match. And her opponent just kind of like scrapes her, like she tries to hit her and like misses, but scrapes her ear, and the ear just explodes.
What?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yes, the old explosive ear attack. Oh yeah, that takes him by surprise every time, you know, the exploding ear.
That is that's
that certainly would be a surprise.
There was an ear there a second ago. There was no ear now. It was gone, dude.
Did it just vaporize? Does it just gone?
It flew into pieces. It was all over the place.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's not really something
Also, it's called a cauliflower ear. That is correct.
My dad used to say I had those, but I obviously don't.
Okay.
Well, if your dad had cauliflower ear, that must mean he took some blows to the head.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So that's usually how that happens.
Yeah.
Var?
Anyway.
It was interesting.
What is a case in which the movie is better than the book?
Ooh, that's a good question. Huh.
I feel like there have been things, I just don't know what.
Yeah, just name something. Does chat know? Does all of you guys? Does anyone know? Because I was just like,
yeah,
I can't think of anything.
Some people are saying stuff.
Really? I don't see the chat. Where is it?
You don't see the chat at all? Are you sure you're in the Patreon?
Patreon? Yeah, Patreon. I said, did the chat broke?
Yeah, I guess it did for you. Krasix is saying Warhorse. I remember seeing bits of Warhorse. I've never read the book though, so I don't know what the book is like.
Yeah, see, I don't read enough books, so
yeah, that's the problem, really.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of like manga and anime that I've read and watched.
Oh, you know that the Death Note Netflix movie was way better than the original, if you ask me.
Yeah, it really was.
Listen, you can't deny that was entertaining.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely entertaining. And I did
lots of people. Yeah, lots of people posting things I've heard of but never read. You know, Holes. Like someone posted Holes. And
I actually read that, and I remember I liked the movie, but I don't remember if it was like better.
Dude, I love the movie. The movie was like, I still have like, that stupid song that one guy sings when he's on the boat before he gets caught.
I don't remember what it's called either.
That just pops into my head at random times.
I know, right? Me too. Oh my god, I love that song. I don't actually remember how it goes.
Something the woodpecker, something. I don't even know it now, but it always pops into my head. That was a very sad scene. I feel like if I watched that movie nowadays, I would go back and it would just be terrible.
Yeah, me too. We should watch it.
We should. That'd be fun.
Let's watch it tonight.
All right, guys.
What movie is this? The Exorcist?
Screw this podcast. Let's watch it right now.
Yeah. We just do like a
later,
group
guys.
sync
We're gonna watch Holes.
section.
What did you say, Phweffie?
What movie are you talking about?
Holes.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah, it had
Shia LaBeouf.
Do it. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. And the one little like black kid who I've never seen.
Zero. I don't actually remember his real name, which kind of sucks, but.
Yeah, I don't know his real name either. I just remember that his hair was like hair goals. I was like, man, that's some cool hair. Same with Corbin Blue, actually, in freaking High School Musical. I'm like, dude, the hair looks so cool. I want that.
I'll grow it out.
No, I barely watched High School Musical, and I'm kind of glad about that.
What?
Don't really
Come on, High School Musical wasn't that bad.
No, I like some of the songs. I like some of the songs. I like the one where like Zac Efron's like dancing and the freaking wall starts to like become a floor. Yeah, bet on it, bet on it.
No, the scene you're talking about with dancing on the walls is a different one, but bet on it is like the best song.
I like all the different songs. It's just like I don't really enjoy musicals. Like I get invested in the dialogue and then they keep interrupting it with music, and I find it really annoying.
So,
like I went to a theatre show and like I really loved the humour and the charm of the actors, but it kept getting interrupted by songs, and I was like, I just want to listen to these people talk.
Wow, I feel like that movie would have been way more boring if it was like not a musical.
I do want to preface something real quick. It looks like Discord might be having some issues, which is the voice program that we use to record this podcast, so we might end up getting disconnected and having to reconvene at some point. So just so you guys are aware.
Now though. We're here now.
Yeah,
we're not
Happy
disconnected.
Friday the 13th.
Still here.
X suffered from. Oh, it is Friday the 13th.
Oh no!
Is
don't
it really
remind
today?
Me. Don't
I guess it fits that we talked about murder then.
Don't remind me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there you go. We have our.
There you go, guys.
Loophole.
All that kid murder is actually justified.
I guess
it was all
here.
We totally did that on purpose.
It was not
because we're just freaks.
We didn't bazoople our entire audience. It was all it's all part of the
some
greater
people
plan.
Some people mentioned Prisoner of Azkaban as being better than the book. I don't actually know about that.
Well, I remember when we were doing like our group like sync listening and stuff. You just had me skip that whole book and watch.
Yeah,
that movie.
the thing is, with that, we did end up skipping the book when we were doing our Harry Potter sync view session, because there weren't a lot of differences, and I felt like narratively the movie did a better job of getting to the point, I think, and it handled the whole, like, I mean, this book is old now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it. It handled the whole, like, Sirius Black is actually Harry's uncle reveal way better.
Oh, you both gasp!
With that said, though, the movie still cut out a ton of stuff, like all the Quidditch stuff and all the like hanging out at the castle and like really getting to know the other students and like all the fun little like extra things, like Sir Godolphin. He's not even in the movie at all, but he's hilarious in the book. He's like this like he's a knight painting that follows the trio around throughout the castle and just like it is constantly trying to get them to fight him. So he's like it's just such a weird Monty Python kind of character that it was like, it's really funny. And he is in a deleted scene of the movie, but that's deleted. So.
I hate that a lot about the Harry Potter series. I mean, I love Harry Potter to death, but like a great thing, Harry Potter's probably like the only book series that I've ever been through. I didn't read it myself. I had someone read it for me. It was weird. Let's not talk about it. But like I don't remember which one.
So.
I don't remember which one, but there's one where there is the Quidditch match where there's like Irish people and then there's some other really weird people that I was
Goblet
just like, oh, this is going to be really cool in the movie, and it just never happened.
Oh my god, that Goblet of Fire movie was...
The Goblet of Fire intro was one of the worst things ever. I remember going to the theater and like audibly being upset about it because like in the book it was such a cool thing, right?
So much happened, and it was just
so much happened, and then literally you get to that point in the movie and they're like, all right, let the games begin, and then it just cuts, just completely skips the whole thing.
It was like, sorry,
it's
budget
terrible.
Limit, let's skip it.
Yeah, exactly, budget kicked in. So I think Prisoner of Azkaban, while it handled the narrative better, it's just the little things about Harry Potter that I really like. Just the interactions with like Neville and like all the side characters and everything.
Yeah, the world building and stuff.
Yeah, you really start to care about those characters towards the end of the movies and books, and it's like it's a shame that they kind of cut out some of those moments. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd say Prisoner of Azkaban was better. The one book that I would say was lesser than the movie was Chamber of Secrets. And Chamber of Secrets is a great book. It's a great movie, but I felt like the twists and turns and the surprises, because that was J.K. Rowling's first like mystery book, you know, the one where it's like really like a big thinking emoji, yo. I felt like the movie handled the scary like mystery about what the heck is going on in this castle. I accidentally went to the recording booth trying to bring in Craig. See, this is what happens when the audience freaks out about something that I've already noticed. Because then I'm like, well, I guess I now have to bring Craig in, but then I screw it up and then ruin everything. So thank you, audience.
Oh my god, what's with all those thinking emojis?
Dude, X has made the thinking emoji a freaking meme.
Oh my gosh.
It's not... It's not my fault. It's my, like... Because the thing is that we had a huge toxicity problem in the clan on Destiny, and so we did the whole thing about whenever someone gave criticism, it had to be constructive. And so instead of people getting mad at each other and calling people each other's names, they would just, whenever they were asked about something or they were just left speechless, someone would just say thinking emoji, and it just became a huge thing that people just get irritated so hard, but it's so satisfying to do it yourself. And so I started doing it on the podcast themselves, and I got the same sort of satisfaction, but with not the same interaction at all. And so it's just I don't know. I legitimately I don't know. You know?
It's this actually reminds me, because the thinking emoji is definitely a meme for sure.
It's one of my favorite.
And I'm not sure like you necessarily propagated it, because I didn't realize that freaking Discord had so many of them.
Oh yeah.
But apparently Discord has a lot. So there's like this chat.
Really?
Just look at
there's this chat. There's this chat on Patreon, on our Patreon server, that is hidden from literally everybody except for everybody in TTV. I think not even everyone in TTV can see it.
I don't see it.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's called Illuminati. I did it again.
Nice
I accidentally left the recording channel again, trying to find the Illuminati chat. I don't know how to work Discord. Anyway, there is a chat on Patreon called Illuminati, and it has this really funny screenshot that I'm trying to take and show to you guys, but for whatever reason, push is not working. And it's really screwing up my jokes.
I want access to this Illuminati chat. Can I see it?
No, you can't see it.
Why not?
It's for testing things.
It's for Illuminati.
Can I please?
No.
Why not?
You can't.
Why not?
Because I said.
There you go.
So.
That's.
I don't think I'm even
do you
part
have
of
a
this
better
group.
reason?
He doesn't need a better reason, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, he does. He's only human.
No, but like he has all the power in this instance.
Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Dude, we need to make a TTV channel trailer, but using the freaking I'm Only Humans.
Oh my gosh.
No, it should be.
Someone get on that.
That won't.
It
Dude,
be
we can do a Road to Brick Fair teaser.
We need timeless stuff.
It should be like the recorder version, though. You know, or like a kazoo version.
Does that exist? Is that a real thing?
I don't know. I'm about to search it right now.
Do it. Do
Oh
it. I'm so excited, dude.
I just can't hide it.
I'm so excited.
No copyrighted music.
I mean, listen, we just sang I'm Only Human. Does anyone actually like that song unironically now? Because I feel like if you did like the song, because it's a legitimately good song.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's been kind of ruined by memes.
Yeah, I have
What
been.
memes?
I have been. It has been in front of me too many times for me to. I don't have any opinion on it because I've just been. What is it like? Radiated to. I don't know which word I'm looking for, but it's been in my face too many times for me to know whether or not I don't like it because it's a song that's good or not. It's just everywhere.
There are too many franchises that have used this song in their trailers that turned out to be total garbage, like Mass Effect Andromeda and Inhumans.
Oh man.
Oh man, I just forgot about.
Wait, they used "I'm Only Human" in the Inhumans trailer.
I know it was so dumb.
I know.
It was so dumb. And the second we watched that trailer, we were like, "Okay, are you serious?"
So this is what kind of show it's
is
gonna be.
Literally about not being human.
Oh my goodness.
Also, Push is just completely not working anymore. So rip the screenshot that I was going to share.
By the way,
hey Bart, if you give me access, I can take the screenshot.
There is no remix of for a kazoo or recorder.
Aw.
Oh, that means we're gonna have to make one.
There's a gap
new
in the
high
market.
affinity music.
Ooh, I have a flute.
Can you play a flute?
Yeah, I can play flute.
Dude, that's cool.
It needs
Wait, what do you mean that's cool, Bart? We literally like played instruments in call together before. Remember?
Yeah. I like to tune out some of our like friendship moments.
What?
Hello?
That was a
if I
cute
get too
moment,
close
Bart.
to people, it opens me up to pain.
Before. How do you think that makes me feel?
Hello?
Well, you being in pain is better than me being in pain.
No, it's not.
I mean, for me it is, yeah.
No, it's not.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because you're an empathetic person.
Speaking of a Harry Potter, I found like a recorder version of the.
Oh, did you really?
Oh my goodness.
Post your toast, Phweffie.
I mean, are we gonna listen to it?
Share this with the. Why not, dude?
I mean, we don't usually sync view videos in the middle of a podcast.
I mean, listen, the TTV podcast is a show that has been ever evolving and ever changing throughout its long tenure. And I like to think that we as a channel can stay active in our community by constantly evolving and changing what it means to be TTV. And as such, I think it's important that we never actually stay, in one place at too long of a time, and we should stay true to ourselves.
We should never stay consistent because people don't like that.
Yeah, no one likes consistency. If you're consistent, then you're lame.
Oh my god. I feel like that's very much not
also,
the case.
X has left us once more. Discord is still obviously having problems.
Has Phweffie left too?
I believe Phweffie has left too.
Well,
so I think it might just be us, and it looks like half of our audience is also.
Oh my god! What is happening?
Discord has imploded, and honestly, I'm not sure if we should continue recording or not, but you know what? This is one of those moments where you have to keep evolving, and you have to keep experimenting and changing and ever-flowing content of your channel so that you don't, die.
Yeah, that might be important. Also, I'm going to check Discord on my phone real quick and see if anything happens, and so far it's not loading whatsoever, so...
Dude, it's only a matter of time before we get separated, too.
No! It'll be like that one freaking SpongeBob song, where it's like SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs singing from across the street or something. Like...
I know what you're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about, though.
Like, it's when SpongeBob gets, like, sent to the, like, chum bucket to work there. And, like, he misses Mr. Krabs, so they sing about...
It's just something. It's just a greasy spoon.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Without you.
Yep. And also, Discord legit is not working on my phone.
Dude, this podcast is rip in peace, dude.
This is really weird.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry anyone that actually enjoyed listening to this and thought that we were going to have a nice, in-depth discussion. I mean, there was child murder. There was, nostalgia.
Sharks.
We had all the things going for it, and then Discord and technology decided to ruin it all.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, so back to that empathizing thing. Yeah, I don't know, Prpl. I think it's better for me now, not for you, obviously, but for me. It's better for me if you are the one in pain and not me.
I mean, technically you're right, but, like, what's,
exactly.
like, the point of that?
You can't fight me now.
It's okay to, like...
What's the point of that?
It's okay to, like, be vulnerable to people. Like, what's the worst I can do to you? Like...
You could, make public my deepest, darkest fears.
I don't even know your deepest, darkest fears.
Exactly! It's by design! See how it's working? You see the logic now?
I mean...
Even if you wanted to do that, you don't have that power over me.
You know, like, some of my personal deepest, darkest secrets, and I trust you not to leak them.
Well, that was your first mistake.
I mean, was it? You haven't really revealed anything in the 2 years that I've known you.
Well, maybe it's because I have decided to keep this this dirt on you secret until it becomes more of a, what is the word?
Convenient.
Convenient? Maybe convenient. I don't really know about convenient. More like
advantage. Advantageous.
Yeah, something like that. Something like where it's like it's more advantageous for me to reveal it at a later time. Like maybe when we're enemies. Maybe after you've been like fired from TTV.
Perhaps. However, I will still maintain my lack of getting dirt on you to seem like the better person, not slandering your name as I depart
I'm not
from TTV.
It's impossible for me to be a better person, Prpl.
Why is that?
Kind of person.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's by design.
Is it though?
Yo, Phweffie is sending me Snapchats.
Yeah, it's this picture of the Discord loading thing.
Dude, this podcast is terrible. It got ripped in pieces.
Yeah, this is pieces. Certainly strange. What are we gonna do with like editing? Who edits this, Meso?
Meso does. I hope Meso has a fun time. Hey, Meso, if you're listening to this, love you, buddy.
Love you.
By that, I mean I don't love you at all. I hope you suffer.
I don't hope you suffer, Meso, because I'm the better person here, apparently.
I mean, there's no arguments there.
Aww.
I think we've all agreed at this point, Prpl. But does making you a better person mean that you're a better person? Or does it just mean that you are a weaker person?
I think it makes you a more likable person. And
yeah, but who cares when people like you, though?
No, maybe I do. Maybe I prefer when people enjoy my presence.
Maybe that's what makes you weak.
But Var, listen, I went through a phase where I decided to do what you're saying and, like, not care what other people think and all that. And all it did
was an angsty edge
cause problems.
Okay, well, what kind of problems, though?
Like, fights.
You got in fights?
Not physical ones, just, like, verbal. Or I guess text, but...
Text fights? Wait, okay, so you fought with your friends?
Sort of, sometimes.
Well, why would you do that?
Because I was empathetic, like you were saying!
What are you talking about? I don't get into text fights with people.
I mean, if we were, like, in a call or something, we would have talked, but it just happened to be, like, 12 in the middle of the night, so it was more convenient to text.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't like actively try to get in fights, so that's why I'm wondering here. So clearly, something you did was something that I wouldn't do. So now I want to know, like, what caused this fight?
I don't know.
I see you tried to do the VAR strategy, but it didn't work. So maybe it was because of your empathy that is why it messed up and kind of backfired on you.
Do you think, can the audience even hear us still?
I don't know. I've got no clue, dude. I'm just saying things to like pad the time here.
I know, I am too.
The biggest
tweet at us on Twitter whether or not you can like still hear us. Okay, so wow, someone already tweeted.
Yeah, I've got no clue, dude.
Yeah, it's like I tweet.
We made the tweets to continue surviving and thriving. And unless you're VAR, I mean, because VAR doesn't need anything to survive, but Prpl needs.
People are saying that they can hear us, but we're like cutting in and out.
Dude, Discord is like screwed up right now.
What is happening?
Should we end? Should we just stop for a while?
I don't know. Do you think we could go on for like 20 more minutes, just the two of us?
I think that I could go on for 20 more minutes, and I think that by the end of it, you would probably hate my guts and never want to talk to me again.
I mean, I like talking to you.
Aw. Well, then let's test
weird. My door's opening on its own. What the? Oh, it's my cat! My cat just
test the mic.
That was really scary. My door just opened on its own, and then my cat walked in, and it's like...
I mean, what did you think was it?
Door?
What did you think it was going to be?
Listen, we just watched it recently, okay?
It wasn't that scary.
Okay, there were some really unsettling parts in that movie, specifically whenever there was this one part spoiler. There's this one part towards the end
Spoilers.
Where the girl was in that one place and Periwinkle was like dancing around. I can't remember his name. Was like jumping around or whatever, and the camera was just like so focused in on like his head. Like his head didn't move, but everything around him moved, and that was just so creepy looking.
Yeah, I thought that was really cleverly done. A lot of people actually didn't like that part. They thought that was really unscary.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know if scary.
I think that just goes to show that there are plenty of things that scare people for certain people and not others. I think that the one thing about that movie that I really like is that it has a lot of different types of scary things.
Yeah,
so
like it's got like gore, it's got cat!
What the heck? Are you okay?
My cat just jumped onto my keyboard.
Okay.
Sorry. It's got like gore, it's got jump scares, it's got clowns.
Exactly. And there's just a lot there, and it makes sense because the whole point of the movie is, you know, facing your your fears, your true fears, the person who he's going for. They're all afraid of different things. So he's actively changing his form to match those fears. So I think that's really cleverly made.
Yeah, just a second. Get out of my room!
Okay, fine. I'll leave.
Not you!
Bye. I was sitting here trying to record a fun...
I'm sorry, my brother was like in my room. Apparently he's the one who opened the door to my cat and also threw my cat onto my keyboard, so... Yeah, no.
You should beat him up.
I'm not gonna beat him up. He freaking, like, works out.
We have established.
He works out and he's taller than I am. I couldn't take him. Are you kidding me?
You could take him if you did a throat punch.
Are you sure?
I think so. Here's what you do. You do a throat punch, then you take a knife, then you stab.
I'm not gonna stab my brother!
Alright, Prpl, tone it down. I'm sorry. It was just a suggestion.
Gosh, got any other brilliant ideas?
Sure, kill the cat.
No!
That would solve your problems.
No, it wouldn't.
Dude, this is a very violent Halloween-y episode. I like it. Talking about it and murdering children. It all comes around full circle, really. So, I think there's a very clear narrative that is being proposed here.
What would that be?
killing children is...
Don't kill children! Dude, Var, I almost cried when we watched it because of Georgie. That just made me so sad.
Weren't expecting Georgie to get killed, huh?
And yeah, I wasn't expecting, like, that to be so sad.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty sad. I mean, he's only, like, 4, but hey.
Oh!
At least it means that he didn't have that much to lose. I mean, he could have been, like... It could have been 20 years worth of life and experience he lost, but no, he only lost 4 years worth of experience. So, you know, when you factor it into that regard, you know, it starts to become a little less bad.
What do you mean he loses experience? This isn't a video game, Var.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar. It's a movie.
That's not how life works. He's dead. That's it.
Yeah, but he was only alive for 4 years.
Yeah, that's sad. Is he even actually 4? I
have no idea.
Georgie
I'm just saying, right,
age.
Prpl? Like, let's think for a second.
No, he's
here.
6.
Okay, 6. You've got between Billy and Georgie. Billy is like, what, 15 or something, right? And Georgie is 6, okay? So one person has been alive and has lived 15 years, and that's 15 years worth of growing his intelligence, becoming a true human being, and learning morals, and being a good person, and how they contribute to society.
Are you trying to say that
and the other
Georgie
is 6.
was not as much of a waste of parenting as if you had lost Billy?
I'm trying to... What I'm saying is, if we're going to put a value on the scale of human life...
God! Are you serious right now?
Obviously, I'm not. But it's just a fun little quandary.
Query.
There you go, Prpl. Look at you.
Oh my god.
Passively, aggressively correcting me.
I was not being aggressive in any sense. I was just stating the correct
Prpl,
word.
you were being aggressive, and I need you to calm down.
I'm very much not an aggressive person. I just...
Prpl, you did just tell me that you got into like a text fight with someone.
I did not get... Well, actually, yeah, I did.
That's
I thought you were
a pretty aggressive thing to do.
I mean...
Anyway, Georgie's a waste of space. He probably deserves to die. So, I'm glad
no!
he's
Georgie
gone,
was so cute.
He was kind of a cute kid, though, wasn't he?
He was so adorable.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
You'll float too.
Float where? Oh yeah, the thing.
The whole... Did you not get that part of the movie?
It just not clicked.
So, here's the problem, is that we're speaking It spoilers, and half of our audience is, like, kids who probably will not be able to see It for a while. So, either they're listening to this, or they're, like, they just had to skip, or they just, like...
They could if they really wanted to, but I don't recommend it, because it's creepy.
Dude, I was watching horror movies when I was a kid.
Dude, I just recently started watching horror movies, like, a couple months ago. Like, when we started, like, watching It Follows and all that, that was, like, the first horror movie I ever actually
You ever
watched.
saw any horror movies before that?
No, I don't really like them that much. I don't like feeling scared.
I love feeling
like,
scared.
Oh, the feeling of
I like feeling emotions. I don't usually get to feel those.
The feeling of being scared kind of lingers with me. So it's not like after the movie I'm done. It's just like...
You still have that, like, on edge feeling.
Yeah, I've got, like, still got that anxiety about horror, so... Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
The other night...
I feel like that's really common for most people. That doesn't happen to me, though. So it's like, it's scary in the moment, but afterwards I don't usually feel that.
Dude, the other night I like woke up in the middle of the night because I had to go to the bathroom really freaking badly, but I like remembered It and all that, and I was like, oh crap, I can't get out of bed, I'm safe here, so I didn't go to the bathroom. I
mean, really, you're not safe there. If Pennywise was actually trying to kill you, you would be kind of screwed no matter where you were. And the fact, since you are in bed, scared of leaving the bed, it's actually a more likely chance that he would appear to kill you because he feeds off your fear. So if you actually got out of bed to go use the bathroom, he wouldn't come for you. But the fact that you actually stayed in your bed too scared to leave means that you basically confirmed your death.
Well,
so
nice to
just
know.
so you're aware.
Thank you, Var. I needed that.
I'm just trying to help you out, Prpl. I'm helping out my friend. So don't be scared, and if you are, then you've screwed everything else up for yourself.
Yeah. Well,
face your fears, Prpl.
I can't face my fears. They're scary.
Well, face them then, and make them not scary.
How do I face heights though? Like, I'm afraid of heights. How do I do that?
Well, you start by jumping off a building and seeing how far you go.
What?
If you get to a certain distance, you win a prize.
No, you don't! I don't think death counts as a prize.
I mean, listen. I'm not gonna go there. Never mind.
Yeah, no. No. Don't jump off buildings, kids.
Let's not jump off buildings. This has been a very edgy podcast.
Yeah, this is really edgy, and it really suits today. Like, none of this was really, like, pre-planned or anything, but it's just, it's Friday the 13th.
It's been a very, well, that happened, time to roll with the punches, I guess, kind of episode. Discord is still down. Are there any updates for that, by the way?
I don't know.
You know, it's kind of a shame, too, because we had a really good cast earlier today, too. Like, all of our, like, discussions about killing children was pretty entertaining. I am very curious to see what the reception of this episode is going to be.
Yeah, I am too.
Like, we've got, like, the parents that, like, listen to, like, the podcast with their family at the dinner table. And I have to apologize, because this is probably not going to be an episode in which you will do that.
Yeah, do people actually, like, do that? Like,
yeah, people do that.
I guess I don't eat family. I don't eat family. Wow, I don't eat dinner with my family.
I eat family.
No, whose family?
My family.
But
when was the last time you heard about my family?
Oh my god.
Because I ate them.
Oh my god. The plot thickens.
And the best part is, I could totally be telling the truth right now and you wouldn't know. What if I was a cannibal this whole time?
I would be very concerned. Like...
I mean, it's not like I'm trying to eat you.
I mean, yeah, but... I'd have to be like... I don't know. I'd have to carry cilantro with me everywhere and ward off like a vampire.
I don't think that works on cannibals, Prpl.
Yeah, but you said that cilantro makes you puke.
It doesn't make me puke, it just tastes bad. I can still eat it.
Okay, well, when you first talked about it, you, like, exaggerated it as if it was this, like, super awful thing. Like, oh my god, I hate cilantro.
No, it is super awful. It is not great. It's like eating soap. But, I mean, if I was a cannibal, and, you know, you only get to eat people every now and then, I don't think cilantro would hold me back.
Oh my gosh, Far. Okay.
Have you ever seen Hannibal?
No. Okay, if you could eat one person in the world, who would it be?
You.
No.
Okay, who would I eat? I don't know, who would you eat?
I don't know, because I'm not really a cannibal, so I don't think about that often.
I mean, I'm only a hypothetical cannibal, so it's not like I think about it often.
I don't know, man. I'm having some suspicions right now.
Curses, my evil plan has been revealed.
You heard it here first.
Excuse me?
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it first. Prpl's identity as a half-fish woman has now been confirmed.
Fish? What? Do fish make those noises? Do fish make noises?
I'm just assuming that if you had, like, fish, like, a fish throat or something, that's what your talking would sound like.
What the heck is a fish throat?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, why are you asking me? You're the fish person.
I'm not, though.
Alright, man. I mean, that's what you want to say. Listen, okay. If I was gonna eat a person, one person... Oh, man. I don't know, dude. Because, like, there's so many people out there I'd like to eat.
Like who?
I don't know, just anyone that's ever wronged the society.
Like who?
I don't want to get into specifics, Prpl. We don't talk about politics.
Oh my god!
I don't actually have anyone in mind.
Wow.
I would eat. See, here's the thing, right? I would eat someone who is not a good person, but they would probably taste slimy and gross. So I don't know if I'd want to eat them. I would actually think I'd rather eat like a pure whole person who's just.
Would you rather
good.
eat someone who like exercises a lot? Because then they'd be like in shape. Maybe they'd taste better.
See, like they had the lean meat or whatever, but like, what if like but I don't know, because like fat kind of adds flavor sometimes. Like burgers are really good with
corned beef. Like... Apparently, when I was little, I would call the fat on corned beef the juicy bits.
Corned beef
or corned beef, whatever.
Corned beef.
You've had corned beef before, right, Var?
Corned beef.
Like I know it's kind of a white guy thing or white person thing, but.
That's racist. I don't think I've ever had this before.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever had this before.
Oh my god. Okay, after this podcast, go out and get some corned beef, like, right now.
Why would I do that, though? It looks gross.
Dude,
like
it is literally the greatest meat ever.
Yeah, I have to disagree. I think...
Wait, I'm looking at the Google images
is the greatest
and stuff, and,
ever.
like, I never get it in, like, a can or whatever. I don't really know how I get it. My mom usually gets it, but...
You probably get it in a can.
I don't know. It would be a really giant can.
I've had corned beef hash before.
No, I don't think I've had that. Let me check.
That's usually really good. I really like corned beef hash.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that before. That is really
good.
I'm
like legit hungry right now.
Dude, we gotta go find some people. Some nice wholesome people.
No, Var! We are not going to consume flesh.
I mean, you consume flesh whenever you eat meat. So
human
let's get
flesh.
That elephant out of the room. But human flesh sounds
hang
so
on.
appealing.
Did you just say, let's get that telephone out of the room?
I said, let's get that elephant out of the room.
Oh, it sounded like telephone.
Let's get that telephone out of the room. Alright, whose telephone is this? Can we get someone to get this telephone out of the room?
Security!
Nah, if I was going to eat someone, it had to be someone who was truly wholesome, because I feel like they would taste pure and nice.
Oh, thank goodness I'm safe.
Yeah, well. No, don't count your chickens before they blessed.
What? What does that even mean?
I was like, what does the quote go? I was gonna say, don't count your blessings before they hatch. I'm totally combining two completely different things.
Yeah, it's like count your blessings and then don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Right, exactly. So don't count your blessings before they hatch. That's the new TTV motto. Dude, I'm not done yet. I still have to figure out who I want to eat. Man. Name someone who you think is like a true good person.
I don't know.
No one. Society is safe.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone either. I can't think of anyone I would like, any evil person I'd want to eat either, because that just sounds gross.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to eat an evil person.
Yeah. It's also like you wouldn't want to like release them from punishment unless you ate them in a gruesome kind of way that was the punishment.
I mean, I'd have to. I'd start like I'd eat like a toe first, and then work my way up the leg, just like bit by bit.
Oh god.
We can't put this on the channel, I don't think.
That's your call. I doubt it would be monetized, but
we'll be fine.
Are you sure?
I have no idea, dude. I honestly don't know. I mean, our podcast where we talked about donuts got demonetized.
Yeah, so, but that wasn't because of what we talked about in the podcast. It was because of the thumbnail, right?
Yeah, but it just goes to show you how fickle the algorithm is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, literally anything, like things you wouldn't even expect would make your video demonetized.
Yeah.
There is some logic to it, right? Like, I could tell from that thumbnail why the algorithm thought that it needed to be demonetized.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, there is no way you would have ever thought that picking a picture... Oh, excuse me. That making a thumbnail of donuts was going to get your video, you know, taken away from monetization. So
that is weird.
Yeah. So it's like there's just it's always like an after thing. You can never truly tell. Dude, it feels really lonely right now.
It's like
without the connection to the audience or anybody else in TTV right now.
Yeah, like they can hear us and they're like tweeting at us and stuff, but
are they really? I haven't even been checking the Twitter.
You should check Twitter.
I'm gonna check Twitter.
Check Twitter.
Sorry, audience. I didn't mean to ignore you.
No, I did.
Are they tweeting? No. Are they tweeting at you or like at the TTV channel or what?
There are a few tweets there to you. There's a lot towards me.
Okay, well that makes sense because I'm the one rambling and not talking with anyone. At Prpl Dragon. How do I look at their tweets though?
How about you just log into Twitter and like?
I'm logged in right now. I don't know how to see any of this stuff.
Now, how about you just look at the ones that are towards you? Because the ones towards me are just like...
I don't know
saying,
how to do that.
Yeah, we can hear you. You log into Twitter...
Trigger?
Trigger.
The only thing I'm seeing is Discord hates everyone right now from Invader Kev. And he has like a screenshot of all the reports of it going down.
Do you not see anything from Wadham?
No.
Oh, weird. Cause like
I don't see anything else.
Oh, that's really weird. He tweeted at you a bunch too. You didn't like block him, did you?
I don't think I've ever blocked anyone on Twitter.
Okay, first of all, that's a lot. You blocked me, but
okay, well, yeah, but that was a joke.
Yeah, you're so lucky that my account didn't get taken down when it's still salty.
I totally accidentally reported you, by the way.
Awesome.
It was supposed to be a joke, and I was expecting, like, once I clicked next, for them to ask me, like, another question, like, hey, explain what happened or something, right? And I clicked next, expecting that, and it was just like, your report has been sent, and I'm like, oh, whoops.
What did you report me for?
I think it was bullying or harassment or something. I also reported you on Battle.net, too.
Why?
I don't know. It was for a joke at some point, but I totally submitted that too. I've reported you on a lot of things, actually.
Yeah, why do you keep doing that?
It is funny. It's not like anything's gonna happen. Clearly nothing's happened yet.
They've been cracking down on Battle.net reports recently. Well, something could happen.
Well, it wasn't recent.
Yeah.
So there you go. You're safe.
I hope so.
Besides, I'm sure like our group has been reported so many times in Overwatch for squelching people and not joining team chat.
Well, people don't know if they're squelched.
Yeah, but people know if we're not joining team chat.
Well, yeah.
So like what they see is us ignoring them. So I guarantee you, every time we play competitive and we don't join team chat, we're getting reported.
Wow.
I think that's probably why it's so difficult for us to find decent matches.
Really?
Because people are not getting matched up with us. Yeah, because they're blocking us.
Interesting.
Just like think about how many times we've upset someone by not joining team chat. Literally every game we ever play and like competitive, there's someone that gets mad about it. And that's a pool of people that builds up over time, you know, that we'll never be able to match up with, because once they block us, you don't match up with them ever again. Thoughts? Prpl, you still there? Oh no. Finally disconnected us. No. No. We made it to the 58-minute mark too. No. Well, everybody, this has been VAR. I hope you enjoyed this very bizarre episode of the TTV podcast. We will see you next time, where hopefully we'll have a better episode. Once again, this was the TTV podcast, episode 267. Be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/TTV channel, where you can donate to our channel directly, set your own price, and help support our channel and help us continue making videos just like this one. Yeah, I'm VAR. Bye.